Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters, it's Amir from the Shade Crown Sport team. If you enjoyed the first video, you definitely don't want to miss this video. Stay tuned.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala तुसां सारें की अपने ज़ुबान विच रखे हर मुश्किल तू बचाई कर रखे माड़े बच्चियों तुसां वास्ते बावे नी दुआएं So at that time when we were up broken down and I've explained that Amr went inside, he came back and we're trying to get the van sorted. One of the brothers drove straight, picked us up. Amr slept all the way. I'd put a parking ticket on the van for the weekend to keep the van there at the service station near London. And what was happening was a lot of brothers were messaging on that video on TikTok. And I'm going through and there's a brother saying, brother, I can recover you up. Now the problem we had was the van that brother Skandar gave was an extra long wheelbase. So the cover, that recovery we had, couldn't carry that vehicle because it was 2 foot longer than what the prescribed length is. So we got a quote for 1,200 quid to get the vehicle back in it. So now I've parked it there, I've come back and I'm going through the TikToks because the brothers are messaging, a lot of them trying to get that van back. Yeah. And where Brother Amir is saying about the brother Malik, a very good brother, may Allah keep him safe, secure, may Allah send his rahmat. That's what is
that his name?
Malik, yeah. And
I don't know why you give me the also.
yeah, but what happened was because at that time,
hater.
no, he was not a hater. Yari made a comic joke in it.
It wasn't a funny joke.
Because when I looked at it,
you know what? I wish if you showed me that. If you showed me that. If you showed me that, but you would have seen.
This is why I say.
You know, the khaki would have kicked in then.
No,
the
you know what? This is what I'm tolerating.
The Kanak went down, they kicked in then, Pops. Now we don't play that.
So I was getting a lot of support in that video, and I pressed one button, and it was his photo and his page, and he made a comment saying, Anji, now we're going to see Bawa running on motorway, carrying his sack, picking Qurans up. And that for a second I turned around and said to my heart, cried out and says, Ya Allah, tere nokrani eh izzat hai. Ke chal tu madad na kara, you don't come. तो यार तू उसने मजाक बनाना है ठीक anyway I didn't that was in a heart and a mind thing. I moved on from it, walked on, yeah. And then what happened was a couple of days later brother Ali'd seen that message and he confronted me on it. Pop, what's this? Why is he written that? I says Koni, he said it, leave it to Allah.
The funny thing is I never seen the message.
And I left it to Allah. I said, look, Allah knows best in it.
Allah kept that message away from me or the fireworks.
One second. Now, I'm worried how I'm going to get the van back. I'm getting a quote for 1,200 quid. And one of my brothers is sat there laughing. He goes, Papa, I said, gee. He goes, what if we go down, repair the van, and you drive it back? I goes, can you do that? He goes, yeah. Main chalo then. Because they're mechanics, these brothers I've got around me, Allah's given them skills in every field, innit? They turned around and says, Papa, how did it happen? So I gave him the direction. They goes, koi gal nahi hai. He turned around, he ordered something from Europarts.
You made the story so long.
We got the van home back.
We brought it back, they repaired it then. That's my first ever experience with you, Pops.
And it was my first experience with Amr.
So that's my first experience. I'm thinking to myself, we went 5 o'clock in the morning. We got back at 8 o'clock in the next morning. I'm thinking to myself, I can't do this. I'm not made for this. I'm thinking all these things. And the thing that dawned on me that time was, these brothers are doing this job for free. They're doing to please Allah. They're protecting the Quran. And yet the public are not supporting with them pennies. And who paid for everything? You come out, Papa. So I go to Pops, I go, look, we can't carry on like this. The one that's new can even see that, alhamdulillah, I've got accounting and business degree. People don't know that. And I go, Papa, look, this you can't carry on like this. How long are you going to burden yourself, your family for? You can't carry on.
Yeah, but at that time I was saying to Ali, please don't leave me alone with him. Please be there at least. You did wrong leaving me with him in Luton. You went off in Luton. And Alhamdulillah, then every time when Amr would come, Ali'd be present. I'd say, Ali, it
But
come in it.
I'll tell you one thing, you know, when somebody, so obviously, after that experience, if somebody can stick it out after that experience, you know that person's sticking around.
No, mashallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but this is what I'm trying to get at, innit? When a person is in a position where he's at the lowest to lowest, but then it comes, because what happens is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts more weight of pressure upon you to get you to come to him. And the way he came, alhamdulillah, to me, I was looking at a rahmat coming.
I'll tell you what the funny thing was, Pops. So, Brother Nad, who I call Piro for a laugh, he just told me recently, he goes, the first time I ever seen you in the bed, like, he goes, I seen you in the grave because I didn't know if you were disturbed or you were part of the team. He goes, I think he's one of those. Then when he's talking to me, he thought, oh, like, okay, your son's alright, okay, at least me, alright, that's alright.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then
1 second. His Piro turns around, looks at me, says, Lala. I says, what? He goes, anyway, carry on now.
Yeah, so that's happened. Then I start speaking to Papa about, look, the project to go forward, you have to charge. Papa's one of those that he'll come to your door, he don't care. If he's got £1 in his pocket, he'll put it in petrol, he'll come do it, he doesn't care, he'll do it out of his own pocket. But I thought for this project to go forward, we have to charge. And Papa's against it. No, it's been free, it's always going to be free. All the volunteers at that time were happy, no, it's free. And then eventually...
It took you ages.
It took us ages to find there because of
one second. Every time he'd say, Papa, anything you should just look at Ali and say, your eyes keep band karo. He could do like, yeah, that type of thing in it.
Yeah, I was like, no.
It took him years in it, but look how Allah did it. What did Allah make us do in it? Who did Allah make us chase in it?
Did Habib come before the digger went missing?
Habib, yeah, he came before in it.
Right, so he come before.
Yeah.
So what's happened is,
and inshallah Habib is another character, and inshallah we'll bring him on the podcast.
We'll talk about it now.
Yeah.
So the next incident, this was actually this was actually a couple of months after, not even, maybe a month after my first thing. This was on, so you know what, we want some experiences. So then what's happened is Papa's got a wind of another person collecting grants, but Papa's got some information that this brother's claiming to Betty, but he's actually abusing the grants. Papa can't sleep that night. We get a phone call at night time. Boys, be ready tomorrow. We're gonna go see this brother, and I see what the time is. So I'm like, what's going on? So Ali's briefly told me this guy, I think he's abusing grants, so tomorrow be ready. So once you get the thing, so we got in the car. Papa doesn't know my background, or I'm like, he
Chalo, we'll talk about that another time.
No.
That's
because this happened, didn't it, Pops?
Yeah, but
this happened, didn't it? So we've got to speak at least 2 minutes about this, innit?
Okay.
So we went the way up, so Papa started talking to him. Papa's getting no conversation out of me. I'm not dressed to Dubai that day. I've got pants on, I've got a t-shirt on. Mans were training, eating packed lunches and stuff. I'm all hyped up, yeah. Papa's like, he's not speaking, what's wrong with him? He's not speaking. So we got there, we seen him, we spoke to him, he couldn't answer anything. Like, the guy's from a law background, so everything what he was saying was politically correct, because he didn't want to incriminate himself. So Papa questioned him, he couldn't answer any questions. I can't divulge any information, as he was saying. So alhamdulillah, look, if we did not put a stop or make the public aware of what this guy was doing, he is still trying to abuse grants today. And what people don't understand is, it's not a small thing. When we was going to the masjid, the first thing they teach you is about the respect, the love and adab of the Quran. You pick it with wuzu because of the respect, not because you have to. The respect, the adab, you put it in a high place. When we used to walk to masjid, we used to hold the Quran on our chest, on our hearts. All these things used to tell us, keep it in a high place, parks off, you show love, the Quran. And then you're hearing stories of people burning Qurans, and they're using a time and a place when something happened to misinform the Ummah and take them down the wrong path. And what happens is, But we don't talk about when rahmat comes. Rahmat comes on all the ummah. And when azab comes, just because one person doing it, azab doesn't come on him, azab comes on all of us. So if somebody's been abusing the Quran for 5 years, so the last 5 years of difficulties that people are going through their household, this guy's a major contributor. So what's gone through my head is, I'm bloody homeless, I'm going through all this, it's this guy's fault. So I don't want to say what happened, I want to think he knows what happened.
Yeah, but what happened when he went back home and he
he
made stories?
So yeah, he made a lot of stories. We even took the guy shopping, to tell him, make us tell the truth. He didn't tell us. So he promised us. So one video got put up, it went up to 80k within an hour or something. So he's getting phone calls off his phone. He promised us that he goes, okay, take the video down, I'll promise you I'll give you evidence of where I'm bedding and what was the process. Okay, we took the video down, we give him a certain amount of time, all of a sudden we're getting phone calls from anti-terrorism police. And if you're doing Allah's work, have the respect of us as a ummah. Have we fallen so low that to make a pound or make a bit of money, we've turned to abusing the Quran? Is this how low we've become? Is this the ummah we are today?
Yeah, but what was you and the Birmingham brothers saying to me कि पापा नूडल खाई रहे हैं क्योंकि जेल ही नहीं थी these guys how much tolerance I have with these brothers and how much
mashallah, bless the team, bless, like people see one side of us, they don't see the other side. We can, when it's time to be serious, we're serious, but we can have, life's very short. You don't know who's going to be here and who's not going to be here. But the love and respect we have for each other, you see that when we're together, we're laughing and joking. And, sometimes we've got to tone it down a bit, but alhamdulillah, it's a blessing, especially to be on this path. And for me, when I come on, I lost everything. And alhamdulillah, my life's been 360, all because of the mercy of Allah and the rahmat that's come from this project. And hopefully that, that this path that we're on, thanks to Papa, hopefully we can educate the public of the real reason and how you're supposed to respect the Quran. That we want to bring that ihtiram back, the love back, and hopefully the rahmat is going to come more and more. People should be seeing differences in their lives, because it's not a small thing what we're doing. It's a very big thing. If there's that famous hadith where the person, he found Allah's name on the Quran, everybody talks about this. They found the name of Allah's Quran. What did he do? He took it home, he cleaned it, he put it with spray, and he put it in a high place. And what was his reward? And for somebody who's saving the whole Quran for how many years, what is their level going to be? People need to start thinking deeper. We're here today, we're gone tomorrow.
But you're only as good as your leader, innit? Everyone.
See, with me, I've got a big mouth, I'm very opinionated. So I don't stay quiet, I'm very easily led on. So certain things will happen, say for example, we're supposed to collect for somebody's house. I always say to Papa, listen, make sure you got a route, we need a certain route, we go this way, ring it before we get there, because last thing we do is waste time. Time is precious. I always said that the most valuable thing in life is time. So I always say to Papa, listen, make sure, so we go to places, there's nobody been there, and I'm like, Papa, what the hell, man? You don't know what you're doing. Who made you the leader? You know what I mean? I'll say, so when something go wrong, I'll be like, you're only as good as your leader. And Papa will be like, you're only as good as your team. And we'd always have this conversation, but one thing I never realized is me opening my mouth, the rest of them just stay quiet. I was thinking, what could he born now? It's always going to be me opening my mouth. Then what happened? Ali went to, was it Hajj or he went away?
Just stop there, I'll tell you on this side. Whenever, you're on the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, things will happen in it. Allah tests you every day in it. There'll be times when you'll go out and things don't work as planned, because Allah's plan's bigger, and you get diverted. Allah uses you in other places. So what would happen is I'd get feedback and things won't be on track as I want it to be, and I'll turn around and push it to the team. I'll say, itne jade ho, there's so many of us, why has this been left out? And they'll all take it and understand and learn. And out of them, if there's 10, 15 volunteers stood there and I'm saying something, you know what, we need to buckle up on this area. And they'll all be quiet, say G. And there'll be one head coming up and saying, you're only as good as your leader. And I'll look at him, he'll be Chaudhry Amir. I'm union leader, I'll like, so I'd tolerate, I'd say, Babu, you're only as good as your team, innit? Anyway, this went on for months. And I was saying, you know what, wait till the timing comes in it. Now, Ali's booked for Hajj, and I know he's going on Hajj, and he's saying, you're only as good as your leader, and I'm thinking, Kaka, hum tuhadi wari hai. So now let's go to that stage when he's going.
So Ali's going away, so Papa goes, okay, you know Ali's going away, and you know I need somebody to fill number 2 spot, and you know you're number 3, so you're going to have to fill number 2. So I thought, what's so hard about that? What does Ali do? Ali don't do nothing. I do more work than him anyway. He don't do nothing, in minor.
Yeah.
So I thought, alright, okay. So Papa goes, just remember one thing when you become number 2, and what's that? Don't break no hearts.
Yeah. 1 second there. So now from my end, Ali goes, Papa, I'm going to go to Hajj in it. I said, Changa, you go to Hajj and I'm going to tune Amir in it because they're bringing galang karna. Ali laughed and goes, Tika Papa. When you go there, do dua for me, okay, Allah makes me get the brother on the track in it. So now I said to Amir in a nice way, I said, Amirji, you know what, brother Ali's going away, he's number 3, 2, you sit in his driving seat, be number 2 in it, yeah? But there's one condition of a number 2 in it. He goes, what's that? I goes, you cannot break a heart. Kisse ne dil ki dukhai na sakna. And he says, that's easy, what? And now carry on.
So, what I've been told is don't break a heart. What the hell does that mean, don't break a heart? You know, I'm an outspoken person. I don't think I say. I shoot before they think later. So, I'm thinking, what does it mean, don't break a heart? You know, don't upset anybody. So, as the days gone on, certain things have happened and I'm about to open my mouth and I went, what did Papa say? So I'm thinking, oh my God, this is a lot harder than I thought. So I can't say what I'm feeling now. I've got to sugarcoat everything I'm saying. I'm thinking, yeah, Allah, where I got stuck now. So we've arranged a collection that in London. So this guy goes, look brother, you know, we've been asking for a collection, nobody's coming down, we wait 2 years, there's a big community here, we've got so much stuff, nobody's coming. So Papa goes, no brother, we'll be there, don't worry. So brother, you're definitely going to come? Goes, yeah, we give you the band, we're coming. So this guy said, you know, there's a lot of stuff from blah, blah, blah. So now this is the same time when we're doing freebies. So just imagine you're going from Halifax all the way to London. That's going to cost time, fuel, wear and tear in the car, insurance, all these things in consideration. It's all coming out of Papa's pocket. Got to the place, I think about 3 people turned up. So 3 people turned up. You know, like if you've called us down, you know, there's certain protocol. Not saying we expected anything, but you know, if my man's come to your house all that way, but that much time, brother, do you want tea? I don't drink tea or coffee. Do you want some water? That's the least minimum we can say in it. This guy was nowhere to be seen. He's brought his stuff out. He goes, here, 6 bags or whatever they were. These are from the mosque, and public would be coming. So Chulo sat there. And these were the days where Papa used to do 6-hour collections. So I'm thinking, and this guy was disabled as well. He had a leg problem, I think. He was disabled as well. So now, blood pressure is rising, rising. I said, Pops.
Stop there. Now, the other side. Now I'm saying, dosta hun phase hain daddy jagah. Yeah, I'm happy that we've got Amir where I want him in. And for 3 weeks, because Hajj Ali's gone for 3-4 weeks in it. And plus he's going to be back after, you know, so I'm thinking in my mind, I've got Amir for 6 weeks and I'm going to show him, yeah, and I'm going to try to help him wherever I can. And I've told him that don't break a heart. So the little pickups that we've been doing, I've been seeing pressure being built up. You know, like a bull, you see when they're racing and the bull's going, shh, like that every day. So I started enjoying it, yeah, seeing Amir, you know, trying to hold himself back. And that day was the day where he blew up like a So what's happened is we mentally think, okay, we're alive this day, let's try to get as much swab as we can in it. So the more Quranic creams we collect, the more Allah's kalam we collect with Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's name on, or Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala's name on, anything to do with our deen. When we collect it, we return it, we're getting more. So we want to fill up a van in it. So our intention was, mine was, London jasa, Ahmad's arranged it, we've got it all teed up, and Ahmad knows you can't break a heart, is number 2. Because I would pretend to be the driver, go there, leave everything to Ahmad to deal with it, because that's his area. My area, because that's Ali's area, Ali used to arrange everything, so he's now doing it. So now, what's happened is, the masjid wanted him to come just to give him their stuff, but they didn't advertise it. Because and then when we got there, they made us park at the back of because it was an old church at the back where no one could see. So those were all in Amar's proximity to deal with. So now Amar's getting angry in it, and he's saying, Papa, Papa, why are you late? And what I done was, I'd seen a, the wall which has a flat bit on the top. So I just laid on the wall with my hands and laid down, thinking, Moja, let him deal with it. Now he's coming up to me, Papa. I said, G. He goes, I'm gonna give it to him. I said, remember, you can't break a heart. And then he'll go, and he'll go up. So now continue. Now I'm enjoying.
So I've called the guy out now. I go, you know what, Pops, I can't do this no more. I'm going to tell this guy. Papa goes, T guy, you tell him, didn't it? So the guy's come. I've told him what's what, but I've done it in such a way where it didn't feel like I was bollocking him. He felt like I was giving him flowers. Yeah. So after I've told him how I felt and his behaviour and what he's done, he goes, okay, can I go? Can I go now? I'm like, is this guy having a laugh, Pops? I'm telling you, better speak to this guy. So that happened. And then Papa,
the scene was, we was there for 6 hours. Yeah, we picked up the masjid stuff. I did shukr. At least we had about 20-30 Qurans in it. Yeah. But 30 Qurans can't fill a van up. So I'm saying to Ahmad Chaudhry sir, क्या booking की थी, time is आया, पैसे भी आया, the van को नहीं full. Take, कुछ करो ना, find out what's going on. Because I was enjoying Amr in it. In other words, I was having fun with my little brother in it. So he's gone and he's going to the door and he comes back. He goes, Papa, can I give it him? I said, no, you can't break the heart in it. You can speak to him, but the heart has to remain happy in it. So it's taken him 2 hours and I'm laid on the wall looking. Amr must have done about 10,000 steps in it, thinking how to deal with it. No one's coming. Anyway, it gets to about 4 o'clock. We were going to leave there at 6. He goes and he goes, Papa, I'm going to do it. I goes, do it in front of me. So I know that you haven't broken a heart. So he turns around, says to him, brother, can you come out? So the brother came outside. Now this old man's about 70-year-old. He's seen life. He know how to play people. So he played Amr beautifully in it. Amr goes to him, brother, you know we've travelled 4.5 miles.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. And you know what, we've spent fuel, we've spent time, we've come here and there's only 6 bags. No one's come, only 3 people have come with one odd thing. The van's going to go empty. You've made us waste all this day. Why didn't you advertise it? Why didn't you do a lance? And he goes, I forgot. Amr goes, Acha. He goes, then I was looking at him and I'm seeing the can about to pop in it. But alhamdulillah, the sabr Amr did there was next level. Amr goes, but why didn't you do a lan? He goes, I'm sorry. And he said, he asked a couple of things and all that old man did was,
can I go now?
Then he goes, afterward he goes, can I go now please? Yeah, Amr goes, yeah, you can go. He felt to me, he was like in a classroom, a teacher calls someone and it makes funny when he goes, and the old man, yes, he was disabled, he had walking problems, but the way he turned and he gave that smirk and I was looking in his face, felt like, you're dealing with so-and-so, innit? The guy walked up, Amr was heartbroken, laid down, and the journey back was beautiful. All the way, Amr was saying, Pops, I said, G. He goes, it's not easy. This is it. Explain that.
That was an eye-opener. Honestly, I urge everybody that's watching this to take that on board. That don't break a heart. It actually is a lot more difficult than what you actually think. At the time, I was like, don't break a heart. I'm so hard about that. But then you think before you open your mouth and you think, because at the end of the day, you don't know if you've upset someone there. And just imagine they read it in the namaz, and in the dua, you come up in the dua saying that this person made me feel like this, or is crying because of your tongue.
Yeah.
And that badua travels how many times faster than a dua?
3 times faster than dua.
So just imagine someone's on their prayer mat doing dua on you because of what you have said.
No, but they're not doing it intentionally. It just comes to their mind.
That's what
and the heart is in pain.
And a certain time of the day where the duas get accepted, and then just imagine what you're going to go through. That was a massive eye-opener for me. But as things happen, time goes on, you forget who you are, you get carried away, then from number 2, I become number 1.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, my brothers and sisters, we're going to stop this podcast right at this point, and inshallah we'll come back to the episode of Chaudhry Amar's experiences on the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a warrior of Allah, a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, collecting Allah's kalam from the whole UK as the Shahid Quran and Spara team, number 1 warrior of Allah. If you like this video, please follow and subscribe. Watch us on YouTube at Rest Gardens. Jazakallah khair. Khuda Hafiz ta Allah sone ne wale.